Hello guys, welcome back to the Railway Series channel. It's kind of been a while. Also, I did break my promise on uploading more on the channel, but this time I won't break the promise. Now, let's get back to the Railway Series. Now, last time we read Henry and the Elephant. A little recap. Basically there was a circus that came to Sodor, and one of the elephants broke loose. And the elephant was the elephant Henry met in the tunnel. If you guys want to watch the video, I'll have it in the link in the description and at the end of the video. Anyways, we're still in book 5 of the Railway Series, so I'll also have that in the description. But in this story we're reading Tenders and Turntables. Big station at both ends of the line each had a turntable. The Fat Controller had them made so that Edward, Henry, Gordon, and James could be turned around. It was dangerous for Tender just to go fast backwards. Tank engines like Thomas don't need turntables. They can go just as well backwards as forwards. But if you heard Gordon talking a short while ago, you have thought the Fat Controller had given him a tender just to show how important he was, he said to Thomas. Don't you understand, little Thomas? We Tender just have a position to keep up. It doesn't matter where you go, but we are important for the Fat Controller to make a shunt on dirty sidings. Well, is it not the proper thing, Gordon? And Gordon puffed off. And in a dignified manner, Thomas chuckled. Oh, poor old Gordon. He's upset. And off he went with his 2 coaches, Annie and Clarabelle. Gordon took his coaches and passengers to the terminal and waited until they all got out, and then he shunted the coaches to another platform. He was in a bad temper. It's disgraceful. It was disgraceful. It was disgraceful. Shh. And he ran backwards into the turntable. A turntable was a windy place close to the sea. It was only just big enough for Gordon, and if he was not on it just right, he would put out a growl and made it difficult to turn. But today, Gordon was in a bad temper and the wind blowing fiercely when his driver tried to make him stop in the right place. But Gordon wasn't trying. He would not stop in the right place. At last, Gordon's driver said, Oh, I give up. Alright then, Gordon. We can't turn you like this because your tender upsets the balance. Now, if you were a nice tank engine, you'd be alright, but you're not. We can't turn you around, so you'll have to pull the next train backwards. So then when Gordon came to the platform, some little boys shot out, Hey, look! It's a new tank engine. Isn't it silly? Oh dear, Gordon. Back to front. Oh. So was Gordon said. And he puffed off to the junction. Thomas was waiting at the junction. Hello, Gordon. Play your tank engines and sensible engines. Take my advice. Scrap that tender of yours and have a nice bunker like mine. And Gordon said, Oh. Then James came along on his way to the turntable. Oh no, Gordon got stuck on the turntable. Then I hear, a bit carefully, James, otherwise you might get stuck too. I won't get started. I'm not as fast as you want me. And James went along the table and stopped just right on the place to balance the table. It could swing easily for a fireman to turn the handle. And James was too much easily. The wind caught him and he puffed round and round like a top. He couldn't stop. He was spinning round and round. When Gordon came along, he said, "Oh, well, James. What are you doing playing round about? Hmm?" At last, the wind died down, and James stopped turning and rolled off the table to the engine shed, feeling very, very giddy. That night, the three engines had an engagement meeting. Gordon did most of the talking, though. Shameful to treat tender engines like this. Is it? It really is. Henry gets drenched by elephants. James spins around like a top, and I have to go backwards. And everyone laughs at us. Not only the fat controller made a shunting duty sightings. It's dreadful. It's dreadful. Now listen, we will act tomorrow. The fat controller will look silly now. This is what we'll do in the morning. Well, guys, that was it for tenders and turntables. Also, just a reminder, this is book number 5. As you guys can see on the top, it says the Railway Series number 5, or NO.5. Now, to give you guys a little sneak peek on tomorrow, we will be reading Trouble in the Shed, which, if you guys have watched the television series or read this book, actually, let's just say Henry, Gordon, and James go on strike. But we won't be reading that story today. For that, will be for another day. Make sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Railway Series, out.